What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Davies. Go over there. So today we are going to be talking about one of my React Redux projects that is called Snappy. It is basically just a Snapchat clone where you can send pictures between random users, and those users can even send pictures back to us. So it's pretty cool actually. I did it using a tutorial too, I guess. So this time we have used Redux, which is a state management library in React, which allows you to avoid prop drilling. Please do check out other contents in YouTube to learn more. So we have used Firebase again for the authentication and hosting, and even the Firestore for storing the pictures too. So yeah, let's just jump into the demo. Okay, yeah, throw the intro. So this is Snappy. This is the login screen of Snappy actually. I told you we have used Firebase authentication this time. So let's just, this is just basically just an H1, just an image of a camera I got from Google. And this is a sign in button I created using Material UI. So let's just press sign in here. And immediately you saw a screen pop up, right? Basically this would give the emails using which we can sign into the app actually. So that's the power of Firebase authentication. So it's loading actually right now. Let's wait for it. And you can see my emails here. So let's just choose the first one here, and immediately you can see it's loading something. And yeah, here you go. So as you can see here, that's a mobile, just basically just an image, pure image, and the thing inside the mobile is the main thing of our Snapchat clone actually. So here you can see a header which has a search bar. Basically it does nothing. And these are components actually, the username and the the emails what emails picture, profile picture as you call it. And basically you can get that too from Firebase using some functions. And here the time ago, the time in which I sent my last snap actually. So these are the times at which I sent my snap. It's been 1 month since I made the app actually. So let's just try. You can see here there's a clickable button. So immediately you can see the webcam has actually opened. So in this app actually I have used a library called as React Webcam. Okay, so basically it allows you to use your webcam. It's a pretty cool library actually. Please do check it out. So let's just try clicking a snap. Okay, so yeah, let's just pause. And yeah, this is the preview screen of snap. Actually I've used React routers this time too actually. So you can see there's a cross button here which pushes us back to the React webcam screen thingy. There are buttons here which basically does nothing, and there's a send button here which basically sends this picture into Firestore, and you can see that image in the next screen. I'll show you that. So pretty cool, I guess. Let's just send now, and immediately you saw my snap getting rendered into the screen. So here there's a red button here, a red square, right? Basically what that does, what that shows is that snap hasn't been opened yet, right? So there's a tap to view button here, and 25 seconds ago, 26 seconds ago, you can see it just getting automatically rendered there itself. So it's pretty cool, I guess. So let's just preview the snap. So voila, there you go, my snap. There's a countdown here even. I think I learned all this from a tutorial which was pretty cool actually. I'll link it in the description if you want to learn. So yeah, that's pretty much the working of my snap. You can see there the red button went away, and the tap to preview message also went away. And there's a button here which allows me to log out of the screen. So let's just try logging out, and boom, pushed me back into the login screen. Basically that's the power of Redux. Push my details away from the data link layer and push me back into the login screen. So basically that's the functionality of my app Snappy. So let's just go into the Firebase stuff to see what it looks like. So I used Cloud Firestore this time. So this is one document, the post collection, several documents here. These are the snaps actually, and those are called documents. And one document contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 properties, and one of those properties are the image URL, the snap I sent it, that's my snap, that's the image URL here. The profile pic, which is basically the image you see at the top right corner, those are the profile images. And these are the this is the red property, which basically, if it's true, shows that that snap has been opened already, and you can't open it ever again unless I change it back again. So I'll show you that. The timestamp, I've talked a lot about it already. And username means basically just the the name which I show you again actually. I think this takes time. I'll just cut here, and boom, we have logged into our app again. So there are pretty much there are a lot of snaps here. I'll show you. So this is one of the documents. The red option is true here. Let's just try moving into false, and let's just catch one. Yeah, this is one snap. Let's just open it to see. We can now open it. I don't know what to say about that snap, but yeah, that's that snap actually. So yeah, that's how the Snapchat clone works. The username is basically that thing right here. This is the username. This is the username. So basically, that's just the whole working of my app actually. So you even saw the Firebase stuff. So now let's just go into the repository as I usually do. So here you can see the Snappy user repository in my GitHub account. So even the build folders are there. The README is pretty much tidied up. One snap, the links. You can use your own Firebase stuff, but if you want, you can use all my codes. I won't mind that. Give a star if you liked it too. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole app, I guess. So yeah, do give a thumbs up if you liked it, and do subscribe for more if you like this a demo. So yeah, cheers, and stay safe, stay epic. Thanks.